morning to all the dignitaries who are present in this function, my colleagues and my dear students. As we celebrate this 74th Independence Day, I extend warm greetings to all my brothers and sisters, my children and their parents at home and abroad. I respectfully bow to the heroes of our independence struggle, both known and unknown, who materialized our independent India. We have been facing trials and tribulations one after the other. May Almighty God protect us from all the misfortunes. Let us render our prayers to all our brothers and sisters who were the victims of COVID-19 and the landslides there at Idukki, and lastly the plane crash there at Karipur Airport. Now we place our life there in the hands of Almighty God, choosing to depend on Him to light us and to guide us. Let me invite Anju Miss for prayer.
സത്യവും ധർമ്മവും സ്നേഹവും ത്യാഗവും നിത്യവും ഞങ്ങളിൽ ചൊരിഞ്ഞിടണേ. സകലർക്കും നന്മകൾ വിതറിടട്ടെ. ആശ്രിതവത്സല പ്രഭ ചൊരി.
As our tradition and patriotic spirit instill love and respect to our motherland. Now at this moment, I would like to invite our dignitaries to hoist our national flag.
झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा विजय विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा. झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा. We should salute the sacrifices made by our freedom fighters who made the dream of India a reality. Let's celebrate the glory of this day.
The strength of a team is each individual member. The strength of the member is team. Yes, school as a team blooms by his prominence and under his guidance. A man with great ideology and determination. With great pleasure and honor, I would like to invite our beloved principal to present a brief for the special occasion by sharing some valuable inputs.
My dear proud Indians, a warm good morning to one and all. Today we celebrate the 74th Independence Day of our motherland. We all know, after a long independence struggle, we got freedom from the brutal British rule. It is because of the strenuous efforts and hardships suffered by our forefathers we could evolve as the biggest democratic, socialist, sovereign, secular republic in 1947. We realized that there are a lot of threats to the constitutional values of India, which has roots both internal and external. We've always wished to survive as a single nation. We want to safeguard the unity and integrity of this country. In spite of all the differences, we will continue to live as a single nation. It is our solemn responsibility to uphold all the constitutional values envisaged by our respected national father Mr. Gandhi, Dr. Ambedkar and many others. If India is to survive further in the world, we strongly believe that it could happen only when we realize all the constitutional values like justice, equality, tolerance, etc. I extend all my great wishes to everyone and I conclude. Thank you.
As it is a pandemic situation, we are moving through strange paths. We had to select the eminent personalities to lead us forward with the help of modern facility and technology. Now, I invite Sinan Suleiman, the head boy, and Fatima Hanna, the head girl of Ansar English School in the academic year 2020-21. Now, I invite Sinan Suleiman, the head boy, to address in this special occasion.
Assalamu alaikum. Independence is happiness. Today, as we know, is the 74th Independence Day of our country. India shares its independence with 5 other countries, namely North Korea, South Korea, Bahrain, Liechtenstein and Congo. It was Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, who declared 15th August 1947 as the Independence Day of India. 35 million people sacrificed their lives in the process of gaining independence for our country. They were killed in incidents like Jallianwala Bagh, Malabar Rebellion, the Sepoy Mutiny, Calcutta riots, and also the partition of India on August 14, 1947. Indians have discovered things ranging from the number 0 to rocket missiles, the USB to the buttons on our shirt. And this is why we live as proud Indians of a population of 1.35 billion people. Thank you.
If your actions inspire others to dream more, to do more, to learn more and become more, then you are a leader. Now, I would like to introduce and welcome the head girl of the year 2020-21, Fatima Hanna, to address the special occasion.
Freedom in the mind, faith in the word, pride in our soul. Let's salute the nation on this day. My heartfelt wishes for the 74th Independence Day. Probably here is hardly anyone who woke up on the midnight of 15th August 1947 to hear India's tryst with destiny. We remember with gratitude the countless freedom fighters and revolutionaries who struggled, strived and made heroic sacrifices to win us freedom from the colonial rule. Today, as we celebrate our freedom, we cherish the ones who made it possible. We pay respect to our beautiful nation. Joy to the nation and happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.
Let's welcome the little kites of Ansar to steal away our herd by their colorful performance and to show their happiness for this day.
Freedom is one of the most beautiful feelings. We cannot think of days without freedom. Today is our 74th Independence Day. मैं हूँ आपके नेहरू बच्चों के चाचा जी। भारत माता the mother of India. Independence Day is the celebration of our freedom. India got independence on 15 August 1947. In this year, we are celebrating 74th Independence Day. Let's proud to be Indian. Thank you.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन
important role in India's successful freedom struggle. Hi everybody, I am Indira Gandhi, daughter Jawaharlal Nehru and Kamala Nehru. I am the first woman Prime Minister of India. Jai Hind. I am soldier of India. I'm brave and strong man. They let me by home. Nancy Kirani, Nancy को अंग्रेजों के हाथों में नहीं जाने दूंगी. Today I am Bhagat Singh. They may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. हम सबको मेरा प्रणाम. हम होंगे कामयाब. हम होंगे कामयाब. हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन. ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन. दुल्हन के माथे की बिंदिया. പല ജനങ്ങളുണ്ട് പല മതങ്ങളുണ്ട് പല ജനങ്ങളുണ്ട് പല മതങ്ങളുണ്ട് പലരും ഒത്തുചേർന്ന് പരിലസിക്കും നാട്. कौन करेगा देश की सेवा हम भाई हम. ഇന്നാണല്ലോ ഞമ്മക്കെല്ലാം സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യത്തിൻ പൊൻസുദിനം. അടിമത്തത്തെ നിന്നും ഞമ്മൾ മോചിതമായൊരു പൊൻസുദിനം. This year we celebrate 74th Day, Grateful Millions. For 15 August 1947 we got freedom from British rule. Good morning to the respected teachers, parents and all my friends. I would like to speak a few words about Independence Day, and it's a great honor for me. Independence Day is the celebration of our freedom. This year we are celebrating our 74th Independence Day. 200 years of British rule, their oppression and injustice came an end on the midnight of 14th August 1947. It is celebrated to commemorate our freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose and so many others. Independence Day makes us feel that we are one, that is Indians. Happy Independence Day. Thank you. Jai Hind. Bharadam, 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 etra sundaram, ende Bharadam, 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 etra sundaram, ende Bharadam. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम. रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम.
Bharat Mata ki Jai. Namaste. I'm Indira Gandhi. I'm the first woman Prime Minister of India. I also known as the Iron Lady of India. मैं रानी लक्ष्मीबाई हूँ, झांसी की रानी. झांसी मेरी माँ है और मेरे होते हुए इस झांसी को कोई हाथ नहीं लगा सकता. बाग फिरंगी बाग, बाग फिरंगी बाग, हर हर महादेव. जय हिंद.
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम. सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां.
Sim sim pola pola, sim sim pola, sim sim pola pola, sim sim pola. Pipe plate, flute pipe, pachola pachola, drum drum tube plate, simbola simbola.
I love my India.
divide the idea of India. May we always have the freedom to choose, freedom to dream, and freedom to live. Let's enjoy the patriotic dance by the primary section students. We were looking for. It has everything to add joy for this special day.
Music is the food of love. Now is the time to make the atmosphere charming and beautiful with the divine rhythm by the students of UP section.
ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന നാട് ഞാൻ പിറന്ന നാട് എൻ്റെ സ്വന്തം നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന നാട് ഞാൻ പിറന്ന നാട് എൻ്റെ സ്വന്തം നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് ഭാഷയേറെയുണ്ട് വേഷമേറെയുണ്ട് ഭാഷയേറെയുണ്ട് വേഷമേറെയുണ്ട് എങ്കിലും നാം ഒന്നായി ഒത്തുചേർന്നു പാടാം എങ്കിലും നാം ഒന്നായി ഒത്തുചേർന്നു പാടാം ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന നാട് ഞാൻ പിറന്ന നാട് എൻ്റെ സ്വന്തം നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് പല ജനങ്ങളുണ്ട് പല മതങ്ങളുണ്ട് പല ജനങ്ങളുണ്ട് പല മതങ്ങളുണ്ട് പലരും ഒത്തുചേർന്ന് പരിലസിക്കും നാട് പലരും ഒത്തുചേർന്ന് പരിലസിക്കും നാട് ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന നാട് ഞാൻ പിറന്ന നാട് എൻ്റെ സ്വന്തം നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന നാട് ഞാൻ പിറന്ന നാട് എൻ്റെ സ്വന്തം നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട് ചന്തമാർന്ന നാട്.
How enchanting! Let's be proud to be an Indian. An assortment of charming melody and marvelous harmony. Thank you, choir. That was truly melodious.
Truly, we all enjoyed it, right? The rhythmic beauty of music is blended with the steps of art and motion. To show our tribute and honor towards our nation, here we have a group dance by the secondary students.
भारत रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है।
रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है। ये प्यार का संगीत है,
ये शादी का गीत है, ये एकता का राग है। भारत अनोखा राग है। रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है, अनोखा राग है। भारत के इस एक तारे पे गूंजे है जो जो रागिनी, सब मिल गई एक धुन बनी।
Performance, excitement of this celebration is going to get more stronger. We are ready to take you all to some other world. Let's welcome the senior students of Ansar.
Assalamu alaikum. Struggle is a never-ending process, and freedom is never really won. You earn it and win it in every generation. This day teaches and makes us remember the power of unity among Indians and how it can strengthen our nation.
India's first war of independence is also known as the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, which was ultimately unsuccessful. It began on 10 May 1857 in the garrison town of Meerut against the British East India Company.
Some of the leaders who took part during the 1857 revolt are Bahadur Shah Zafar, Haq Khan, Tatia Tope, Burgess Khagar,
Rani of Jhansi, John Nicholson, Mirza Mughal, Nane Sahib, Colin Campbell and Converse.
A.O. Hume founded International Congress on 28 December 1885. It was India's most prominent and largest public organization.
Its aim was to obtain a great share in government for educated Indians and to create a platform for civic and political dialogue between them and the
In 1915, Gandhi returned to India from South Africa and joined the Indian National Congress along with Gopal Krishna Gokhale as his mentor. His first achievement was in 1918 when he led the agitations in Bihar and Gujarat.
The Lucknow Pact was an agreement reached between the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League at a joint session of both the parties held in Lucknow in December 1916.
Jallianwala Bagh. It is also known as the Amritsar Massacre. It took place on 13th April 1919 in Punjab, killing at least 379 people. The Jallianwala Bagh site in Amritsar is now a national monument.
Non-cooperation movement. It began in January 1921 and ended in February 1922 with the Chowri Chowra incident. It aimed to resist British occupation of India through non-violent means.
The Government of India Act 1935 was an act to make further provisions for the government. It was commenced on 1st April 1937. On 26 July, after 2 months of fierce debates over the structure of powers of a new federal government, the Constitutional Convention was ready to commit its resolution to writing, and hence the Indian Constitution was formed. India had to pay a heavy price of 87,000 lives of British Indian Army soldiers during the World War II, invoking fury within us. It left Britain in a huge financial crisis. The war tarnished Britain's imperial image and they lost their prominence to the US. Since the British government did not allow India to form a national government, Gandhi asked them to quit India and organized a satyagraha. He said, "Do or die, we shall either free India or die in the attempt." Gandhi was arrested for this and got released only 2 years after. After nearly 300 years of influence from the British, we finally gained our independence.
Wow! That was fabulous. We have no words to express. It was indeed enthralling. Thank you all. The COVID-19 pandemic has completely changed our lives. We are being tested by the Almighty again and again. The Air India plane crashed at Kozhikode International Airport, and the severe natural calamity at Idukki cannot be forgotten. Before winding up, let's turn to the Almighty to take away the adversity novel coronavirus has brought to humanity at large, to heal those infected and to show His mercy to those who died due to this pandemic. Dear friends, let's be optimistic. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? And yes, the beginning of something new, something so worthy, something so incoordinate. The beauty lies in realizing whatever we have in the present and in expecting the best out of the future. Thank you.